Normally what I film are electric bicycles, motorcycles, and you could kind of fit all those into one big thing in a category called micro-mobility if you really wanted to. Now I've really stuck to things on wheels because that's what micro-mobility is. But what if there was something that didn't have wheels that could help us even more all the time? Actually, it could help us when we're on wheels too, because we could ride a bike with it, and that would be exoskeleton legs. These are from Ascentiz. This is a brand new product that is being launched soon on Kickstarter. The price is going to be very reasonable. I think we're going to find out how well this thing performs. I'm really excited to try these because I think it could actually help me to go hiking and do things that are a struggle for me right now. But basically what I've got is 900 watts of motor power strapped to my legs. If that seems crazy, it is, but I'm gonna go try this. Let's go, I'm gonna go outside first. I'm gonna go up some stairs and see what this feels like, and then I wanna go do a little bit of hiking and stuff that I think this might allow me to do. So let's go try it. Low setting. I feel it now. I'm getting used to it. Whoa. It's kind of like my legs are walking and I'm just along for the ride. So this is like 3 out of 5 on the settings. If I crank it up to 4, kind of just speeds me up a little bit. It's very smooth. Like I wonder, like, how does it know what I want to do? It just knows somehow. Okay, now let's turn it up to the max. Oh, down is weird. I felt like it like changed mode, like it changed how it was working when I came down versus up.
So after I had used this device and asked a bunch of questions about how it worked, I learned how it knows what you're doing. And the key thing is an IMU. It's basically an accelerometer, a gyroscope, and a sensor package that's built in. These are things that you find in modern cell phones and other devices, and it can detect any type of movement. So it knows what direction you're going, at what speed you're moving.
So it picks up within like the first step, it feels like. It knows that I want to go upstairs. And then it feels a little funny for a second because it kind of has to adjust back to I'm just walking again, not going upstairs. I think I can turn the power down a little bit. So I don't know, like right around the 3 out of 5 setting in this normal mode feels pretty good. If I turn up to the 4th one, it definitely makes hills easier. The 5th one is just so much power. So I feel like the main thing it's doing is like helping me lift my leg up and make it lighter. It's definitely more like a pedal assist on a bike than it is a throttle. Like a throttle, you can just hit the throttle on an e-bike and just go. And this isn't like that, but it's definitely helping me.
You have a couple of different modes. You can have a automatic mode where it kind of just detects what you're doing. Are you going upstairs? Are you going downstairs? Jogging, walking.
All right, we got a few more steps over here. What if we go a little faster? Oh yeah. If I go a little faster, it picks up, starts going more. So that was cool. I think I could actually like, not run, but like I could jog upstairs, which is something I normally can't do. Upstairs, it feels really good. All right, so some people might recognize this really steep hill up ahead. I normally take bikes up this hill and ride them up, see how well can they make it up the hill. Usually after doing a dyno run, testing their power output, and I don't exactly have a dyno for legs, although I have an idea for that. But I think walking up this is gonna be a really good test, because for me, physically, this would usually be kind of difficult. So if this makes it easy, it's gonna be awesome. So I'm changing it to red mode, which is giving me more power. I haven't tried this yet. Right at this intersection is where it really starts to get steep. You know me, I like power, so just go to the max.
Or you can go into a manual mode and select the specific type of activity you're doing and basically put it into a fixed mode. For most of this video, I use the automatic mode, and within a step or two, basically it figured out what it is that I wanted to do. It was very seamless, very easy to use in that way. Only when I did the cycling mode did we put it in the dedicated mode, but I'm impressed with how sensitive these sensors are, how well they work.
Now my legs are still getting sore. This is still a workout, but I can imagine, well, actually I don't have to imagine. Let's turn it all the way down to one of the other modes. Oh, my legs feel like concrete now. That is the weirdest thing. It feels like it's helping, but you're like, I can't be helping that much. But then you turn it off, and it's like so much of a difference. Oh, that's the resistant mode. We don't want that. Okay, back on. Oh, that's so much easier. That's strange. It's almost like at first you're like, I don't know, I can walk this fast. I got this much strength. Like, it's not really doing anything. And then you turn it off, and it's just like you're walking through a sand pit or concrete. Once it's turned off, then you realize how much of a difference it actually makes. That was really surprising. It makes you appreciate that much more how much this thing is doing. Let's try going back down. In theory, this should help as well on the way down. You know how walking downhill is almost harder than up sometimes? All right, so if I turn it down, feels mostly like me walking, but if I start turning it up, oh yeah, it was doing something there. It does, it makes walking down the hill quite easy. That's a little too much power though. Let's go into the orange mode. I think figuring out the settings that are comfortable for you is something that's gonna take a little while. So in the down mode, kind of right in the middle power setting feels comfortable. Going down feels kind of effortless. You just have these weird, there's a little bit of a weird like pressure point of where the things are strapped on because it's kind of using your body to lift and support you. But here's one of the motors right here. And you can see like as I'm walking, like this is just adjusting. I mean, I can't imagine how complicated the software is to get that working so it knows. I mean, that's just crazy. It's going back and forth, and it's got to do that smoothly. Seems way more complicated than an e-bike motor in a lot of ways. So I think there's two things I really want to try from here. One, there is a cycling mode. What is this thing like to ride a bike with? Does it feel like a 500 watt motor helping you? Does it feel like 900 watts of power? I have no idea. I think I've got the perfect bike to try it on though. I have done a couple of videos on the van powers, and although I really like the bike, it doesn't have a throttle. So could I ride a bike like that doesn't have a throttle on just assist with the extra assistance that these are giving me? That's gonna be a good test. Let's go back to the shop and try it out. I've got the app open on my phone now. So we've got AI-based motion recognition. That's where it just adjusts automatically, whether you're going upstairs, downstairs, standing, walking. But I've turned that off and just turned it to the dedicated cycling mode. I think this one will be a good one to test because, like I said, it has no throttle. It's normally a little difficult for me to ride, but I'm really curious to see how much power do some exoskeleton legs add. So I think what's cool too is I could adjust the assist levels and see like how do these levels compare to the bike's levels? So let's put the camera on and try it. So that's maximum orange power mode. Let's go up this little bit of a hill right here. All right, it's definitely helping, but it's light. Let's add some eco of the bike. So normally eco mode on this bike was so light, it wasn't quite useful. But eco mode plus the legs feels pretty darn good. I'm gonna go to red mode, more power. So I would say the legs are kind of like eco mode on a bike. They're helping for sure, but it's not like the power we're typically seeing on an e-bike, or maybe it just doesn't feel like it because it's still going through my legs. But I definitely feel like on this bike, eco mode is normally not that effective, and with these, I can ride it with eco mode. If a bike is what you want, you should still just get an e-bike. But if you have a pedal assist bike and are finding it a little difficult, you want a little more help, this can definitely help. I could see this really doing quite a bit when I'm doing like mountain biking type rides, because it could support my legs in other ways.
Add power, less power?
This is like your assist levels.
Yeah.
Or
Like
the one I didn't
superpower?
try was resistance mode, where it fights against you.
It fights against for a workout.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
There, I'll put you in normal mode. Which at first I was like, is it doing anything? But then as I got used to it, I was like, oh yeah, it's. No, that's the knee module. You have to. That's a different one.
That's different. So what's the best way to maybe go stairs or something like that? Is that or just walking around?
The stairs or a hill, like it's really.
I'm gonna go try hill.
Yeah, there you go.
Like I can feel it actuating, but I would like more power just to.
Yeah. So you're on like the lowest setting.
Yeah.
So then you can just like.
Do one up. Oh, I can feel more. So cool.
And then it like changes to when you go down to help support you go down the hill too. You're like, I want to run around now.
Okay, Mark.
Now you got to try the red mode next time you go up.
Okay. Red mode
And then,
activated.
like, just all the way. Just do it. What do you think?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I can feel where it's like helping me out, but I can control it. I totally feel like it's helping, but I can control.
Like it feels, I don't know, it just feels normal.
Yeah, and it like it feels normal, but almost too normal.
Now here's what's interesting is that you just did that in the red,
Yeah.
right? Now if you go back to this one and turn it all the way down, now run up that hill, and then feel how much it was helping you. Don't you feel like your legs just got weaker?
Yeah,
Like you're just like, oh, that's hard now. And it's still on though.
still on. It still helps, but yeah,
But it's not like,
like before, it was you can feel like very cool. This is the future.
now of course I want to try it on some actual trails. So I've taken it to one here in Grass Valley to walk around. But before I do that, there's more to this. See, this belt is a modular system. Think of it like a utility belt. This is basically, I don't know what you call it. It's a Batman and Iron Man coming to life, okay? So now I have on a third-party module that is plugged into the belt that is used as a knee support. So I can squat down and that helps support my knee movements. And this is not developed by the same company, but it's designed to work with it. So they're leaving this kind of like open source and modular so people can develop other products that work with their belt. So not only are there going to be hip and knee additions, but there's going to be things for arms. There's more stuff than what I get a sneak peek at today. But this is just one of those things, and that is kind of cool. I think the fact that this whole system is modular, is gonna have different plugins that can do different functions based on what you might want, is really cool. So I've got pockets, adding stuff to my utility belt here. This is just a little strap for whatever. I've got a light here that looks like it could be really bright. Camera mount, so it's got the standard threaded mount, so I could even thread the camera I've got in my hands onto that one and make filming hands-free. The small carabiner, so you can put your keys on. So they're really trying to make this like, I don't know, a high-tech fanny pack? I don't know what you want to say, but I like it.
Now what I've got on is the knee version that is planned to be launched with Kickstarter. Now the motor is positioned differently, so this time it's moving the joint by your knee instead of your hip and kind of lifting your thigh. Now the idea behind this module is that it's geared more for someone who has knee issues or joint issues in their knees, and you're trying to reduce the load. So especially like on a hiking trail or on a hard surface, especially going down hills, downstairs, that impact you feel kind of hitting your knee really hard. And if you have knee problems, you know what that feels like, you know how it hurts. This is designed to soften that impact and make it easier. Also, when you bend down and stand back up using your knees, it's going to reduce that impact as well because it's helping to lift that portion of your leg. For me, I personally feel like the hip version does more to help me to walk, but I can see the use case for each of them. It really is going to depend on you.
So this is a pretty steep little bit of a trail section here, and normally this would be kind of difficult for me. This makes it doable. This makes it so hiking could be sooner in my future than later. It's not like it's gonna make it where I could walk and I couldn't before. It's not that dramatic of a difference, but it's absolutely helpful. E-bikes are everywhere now. Like, it just makes sense. It just makes transportation easier. But there's so many places where you can't use a bike. Indoors, in big public crowded spaces. Like this is a device that you could literally use everywhere. That trail is really steep, but I've got the exoskeleton legs. Should be able to support me going downhill, right? Let's try it out. It's gonna take a few steps to get the downhill support. Yeah, it's definitely helping me. It's a little slick still. Whew. All right, for this last little section, let's turn it all the way down. Oh man, that's so much harder. It was really helping me slow down. I guess you guys gotta tell me what you think. Is this the next revolution in micromobility? Is this gonna be like the next electric bike? I think it can be. Potentially could be even bigger than electric bikes. This is very new, emerging stuff. We're gonna see a lot of changes in it. I think it's gonna be something like an e-bike where at first people are gonna be like, oh, I do normal runs without assistance. But then people are gonna start training with it and using it and realize they can do more, go faster, go further. And there's a lot of people that it's gonna give more outdoor access to. So if you're interested in these, again, the company is called Ascentiz. They are gonna be launching these on Kickstarter. Now, I asked their engineer a lot of questions when he brought these to me about how long's the company been around, how long have they been working on this kind of stuff. They've been doing exoskeletons for like 10 years now. So although this is their first like new, maybe consumer style product, they've actually been doing this for quite some time. At the starting price of $549 on Kickstarter, that seems very reasonable. I'll put whatever links I have down in the description of the video if you are interested in trying something like this for yourself.